So here's how we create our own blending card deck. So we want to have cards that are our vowels. And if we're talking about particularly first grade, we're talking about closed syllables, which is where we're beginning our instruction. And so our vowels are in the middle. Now here's where you have to be very careful because certain consonants have to be placed in either the initial or the final stack. Some can go either, but some have to be placed in a specific stack, and that's why I recommended the color coding. So if you're making your own blending deck, and anybody can do this, all you need are note cards and a Sharpie or a black marker, or you could do this digitally. You could use PowerPoint or Google Slides to make a stack as well for blending. But these are the letter combinations you're going to use. So for your beginning stack, you would want to have your initial blends. Now, I put the blends on one card just for convenience. It makes it easier when you're doing a blending drill. But you could, if you wanted to, you could put each blend on a different note card. For instance, if I was doing bull, I could do b and then ul on two different cards. It's really up to you. Most blending decks that I've seen, they do put the blend together just because it makes it easier, even though the blend is two sounds. And then we would want to have our digraphs. For instance, there's WH. That's a great example of WH has to go in the initial. WH would never go in the back here in the final sound. And then you also have to be careful with CH, because if you're doing closed syllables, CH can only be that initial sound. You can't have CH here, because after a closed syllable with a short vowel, it would be TCH. So you just have to be aware of that. So these are your initial ones, and then we've got some different consonants we could use in that initial placement. And then in our middle stack, we would have our vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and Y. And then as you learn vowel teams and you introduce the vowel teams, you would add the vowel teams to that initial stack. The one thing you would need to be aware of is certain vowel teams come at the end of a word, such as AY. So if you're doing a blending drill with AY, what you would just do is you would take away that final sound. You wouldn't have 3 stacks. You would only have 2 stacks if you wanted students to practice, say, like the AY or the OI, something like that. And then you have your ending stack, and we have to be careful with these because certain letters are doubled at the end. So we would want the double F, the double S, the double Z, the double L, the CK, the TCH, the DGE. And then you can see like the SH or the TH, you're going to have them in both stacks. And then we have our consonants that would go at the end. So X, for instance, that X is going to go at the end. We would not put X in the initial stack. So you just have to be careful. And then we have final blends as well over here. You want to make sure that you're keeping the stacks separate so you don't end up accidentally putting a CK at the beginning or something like that, which is why I just buy those note cards. You can buy packs of note cards that actually already come with colors. Like you might have a pink card and a green card and a yellow card. So that's just one thing that I've done that's made it a little bit easier for me. But like I said, you could also just have stickers and put stickers on the back of the cards to identify if it should be the initial, the middle, or the final stack.